Hotel Trouble is by far one of my favorite maps, one that has been in the game since the beginning, and one that has many challenges. In today's tactic briefing episode, I am going to share another one of my favorite tactics, and I will show you how I usually play on this map with a full team to attack room 302, but there will also be things that you can reuse when playing with randoms. I obviously have several tactics for this location, but today I am going to share an attacking tactic that focuses on providing overwatch, rappel, and good team coordination. As per usual, the defending tactic will rely heavily on using gadgets, patience, and team communication. For this tactic, attackers will require the following loadouts: Scott with a Scar and 2 flash grenades, Smug with a Scar and 2 flash grenades as well, Shadow with the M4, a frag and a flash grenade, Merc with the M4, a frag and a flash grenade as well, and then Noise with a shotgun and 2 flash grenades. Phase 1, take position. Scott and Smuggy will carefully climb all the way to the 3rd floor from the main gate. For that, you have to climb to the balcony where the cafeteria is, so be extremely careful that no defenders are watching that one. Once cleared, they will keep climbing all the way to the top floor. Scott will stand on the left side of the double doors to look on the right side of the corridor, while Smuggy will stand on the right side of the double doors to look on the left side of the corridor. Also, note that there is a security camera there, so you might want to destroy it as well. In the meantime, Shadow, Merc and Noise will climb to the room 302 balcony from the emergency point spawn, but not all the way up. I would suggest also having 2 almost all the way up and 1 staying on the ground level just in case a defender was on the lower level. Phase 2, preparation. Scott and Smuggy can carefully advance a little bit in the corridor just to get a better angle, but they will keep their formation. They are in charge of making sure nobody will flank the rest of the team that is about to breach in room 302 from the balcony. They are denying access to the room. Assuming there are defenders camping in the other rooms on this floor, they might be able to eliminate most of the team because there are many other small rooms on this level. In the meantime, Shadow, Merc and Noise regroup near the balcony, still rappelling. Noise will flash room 304, allowing Merc and Shadow to climb a little bit higher and get better angles on the room. Merc then goes a little bit higher to get an angle on the gap in the wall between room 304 and 302, covering the toilet door of room 302. Then Shadow goes up a bit to get a general angle on room 304, especially the entrance door. Phase 3, breaching. Now that Shadow and Merc have good angles on the room 302 and 304, and the entrances are covered by Scott and Smuggy from the corridors, Noise can make his way in room 304, can go all the way to the wall facing the entrance door and make his way to the gap. Once done, Shadow can follow and stand right behind Noise and get an angle on the room 304 entrance door, while Noise get an angle on the toilet door from room 304. Then Merc can finally get in and join Shadow while still keeping an angle on the toilet door of room 302. Once done, Noise will flash room 302 in a way that it bounces on the wall back to the bomb, and then he will quickly get an angle on the toilet door of room 302. Then Merc can quickly start sweeping the corner, facing the objective until he reaches the right side of the gap in the wall. Once done, Shadow can join Merc, go behind him, and keep the toilet door of room 304 secured. If the objective is clear, Merc will transition to get an angle on the toilet door of room 302, while Noise makes his way to the bomb to defuse it. Scott and Smuggy can also start using their flash grenades in the corridor, while Merc defuses to discourage, slow down, or even neutralize any defenders trying to reach room 302 via the corridor. This kind of overwatch provided by Scott and Smuggy is something you can also do when playing with randoms. All you have to do is be patient and communicate with your team. Going through this corridor usually is necessary for a few defenders when trying to get to the objective, so you can most definitely help your team win if you keep an eye on it. Now, let's talk about the defending tactic that could counter this attacking tactic we've just seen. As previously said, you will have to rely on gadgets heavily. For that, the defender's loadouts should be as follows. Scott and Smoggy will go with the AK, the C4 and the frag grenade. Shadow, Merc and Noise will go with the MP7, the spy camera and the frag grenade each. Let's talk about the gadget placements. For this tactic, the C4 charges will help you prevent the attackers from getting into room 302 through the gap in the wall or using the balcony in the south, the one that leads to the corridor. Place the first C4 charge on top of the gap in room 302. Attackers won't be able to get an angle on this one from room 304. Place the second C4 charge in the gap between the ceiling and the wall at the double doors of the balcony in the south. Then it's time to place the spy cameras, and that is the most important in this tactic since they will allow you to detonate your C4 or shoot through doors and get killed without exposing yourself too much. Place the first spy camera in the lower left corner of room 302 at the balcony wall facing the entrance door. This camera will help you monitor if you should detonate the C4 and if attackers are getting to the objective. Place the second spy camera in the top left corner of room 304 at the balcony wall facing the entrance door. This camera will help you monitor if attackers are breaching in from the balcony and allow you to shoot into the room from 303 through the doors without exposing yourself. You will understand better once I explain the placements for the defenders. And then place the third and last spy camera on the wall at the double doors of the south balcony. This one will allow you to monitor if attackers are getting into the corridors from the balcony or the lifts, and if you should detonate your C4, obviously. Now, let's talk about the defender placements. First, make sure that both entrance doors of room 302 and 304 are open, and leave them open. Then have Scott and Smoggy hide in room 303, doors closed and facing room 302 and 304. They will be in charge of shooting to the balcony or the gap in the wall when attackers are in their line of fire. They will be using the security cameras in room 302 and 304 to check if attackers are getting in, and since there are two in the room 303, they will be able to shoot a lot more and more often and harass the attackers like this. Shadow will hide in the toilet of room 302, door closed and aim towards the gap in the wall. Merc will hide in the toilet of room 304, door closed and aim towards the gap in the wall as well. Both Shadow and Merc are making sure that attackers can't pass the gap, and they are getting support from Scott and Smog. They also use the spy cameras in room 302 and 304 to make that happen. Finally, Noise. Noise will stay in the housekeeping, hide and carefully peek through the glass door to check if attackers are trying to get in the corridor and to the room from the north entrances. This tactic ensures you have heavy firepower through the funnels towards the balcony and objectives, making it very hard for attackers to reach the objective, and defenders, since they are most of the time hiding behind doors, using the spy cameras to see what is going on. That allows you to shoot through the doors without exposing yourself, and the attackers will be very confused, if not maybe killed, and they will waste a lot of time like this. In a way, the C4 charges are only your last resort. If they are getting too close to the objective, going through the gap in the wall, then you can use it. So this is one of my favorite tactics for this map and objective location. Again, there are a few things you can still use when playing with random players, such as placing a spy camera in room 302, hide in room 303 and shoot through the doors towards the objective. I hope you enjoyed this second 0-hour tactic briefing episode. Leave a like if you did and let me know in the comments below how you usually like attacking and defending room 302. Also, don't forget to subscribe and tick the bell to support the channel and never miss any of my future videos. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.